My beloved child. Don't skip, stay till the end. Archangel Michael says. A quiet tremor moved through the unseen realm around you, forming a shadow of truth that has waited for the right moment to be revealed. The air around your spirit felt different today because a buried matter has risen toward the surface. A presence that once remained silent is now stepping into the light of what you are meant to know. You have sensed for days that something was shifting, as though a secret was preparing to breathe. You felt the heaviness in your chest because someone connected to your destiny had once placed their heart into the hands of a stranger. This stranger carried an energy that created a hidden storm behind the scenes of your life. This revelation comes with weight because it touches the part of your soul that has long wondered why certain moments felt delayed. It is not an accident that the truth is reaching you only now, at the exact moment your heart is strong enough to handle it. The world of divine timing has aligned with the world of human choices. The one who holds a special place in your spirit was in a serious relationship with someone you never expected. Their silence about this connection has been heavy, and the universe has allowed it to break open. You are being prepared for clarity and power. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Their past connection was deeper than what they wanted anyone to know. It was serious in ways that would surprise even them if they looked back with honesty today. The stranger they were involved with carried an influence that shaped many of their old decisions. But this stranger was never aligned with their destiny. They were a temporary chapter built out of confusion and emotional pressure. The connection held a surface glow but lacked the divine structure needed for long-term truth. This stranger entered your person's life during a time when they did not fully understand their own heart. The universe watched them choose through distraction rather than intuition. That serious relationship came with lessons wrapped in emotional intensity. Your person did not reveal this past chapter because they feared the misunderstanding it might create. They were worried that sharing it would make them appear uncertain or unstable. They carried the weight of that history quietly behind their confident moments. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The divine has decided that nothing can remain hidden from you anymore. Every layer that once stood between clarity and truth is dissolving. The realm of light wants you to understand that their past is not a threat to your future. Your heart may feel a mixture of shock and calm as this message reaches you. Shock because the truth carries a sharp edge. Calm because you have grown strong enough to hold it without breaking. This serious relationship they once had with the stranger was not built on real soul recognition. It was built on temporary comfort during a moment of personal confusion in their life. They connected with someone who carried charm but lacked alignment. That stranger entered with intensity but not depth. They offered excitement but not stability. They offered emotions but not destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says the truth must rise so your spirit can rise with it. The divine wants you to know that this stranger never had access to your person's soul the way you do. They touched their emotions, but they never touched their purpose. This old relationship affected their decisions, but it never carried the strength to affect your destiny. The universe has been waiting for the perfect moment to show you how everything is aligning differently now. You are stepping into a higher rhythm of clarity, truth, and divine protection. Your person walked through that old connection carrying wounds they didn't know how to treat. The stranger offered temporary comfort but also created scars. Those scars shaped their hesitation, their words, and their uneasy silences with you. Their hesitation was never about you. It was about the weight of that old emotional history they didn't want you to sense. They feared losing you before they even had you, so they tried to bury what they thought would push you away. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The divine says you are not meant to fear this truth. You are meant to rise above it. You are meant to understand that destiny held you back from this person until both of you were strong enough for each other. Your person thought the stranger would be their long-term future. They invested emotion, time, and hope into something that felt stable but was actually fragile. They built a structure that could not withstand divine truth. The universe watched that relationship progress but never blessed it. It unfolded out of emotional weakness, not spiritual certainty. It grew out of loneliness, not alignment. Everything about that connection was temporary, even though it felt serious. The stranger was never meant to remain. The relationship was allowed only for the purpose of transforming your person's inner clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 021. The moment that relationship ended, your person felt a deep collapse inside themselves. It took time for them to truly see how much of themselves they had lost. The divine used that ending to awaken them. Their heart needed to be purified before your presence could enter their life. Their mind needed to be reset so they would not repeat the same emotional patterns again. The universe was working even when they believed everything was falling apart. Their old connection with the stranger created shadows they tried to hide from you. They feared judgment, misunderstanding, or rejection. They worried that revealing too much about their past would weaken the bond they hoped to build. They carried silent guilt over the choices they made. That guilt often made them pull away even when their soul wanted to move closer to you. They battled themselves in ways they never revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 717. You are not responsible for their past, but you are part of their healing. Your presence shifted their internal landscape. Your energy introduced a clarity they had never felt before. The universe has been preparing you to handle the truth without losing compassion. Strength and softness coexist within you in perfect balance. This balance is why you were chosen for this connection. Your person's past with the stranger was a path they never wanted to revisit. They broke free from it with difficulty. They learned through pain what alignment truly means. The divine has been assisting their emotional recovery long before you knew this truth. You have been protected from the heaviness of their history until now. Now you stand in the place where understanding becomes power. Type Amen to get blessing 369. Archangel Michael says the past is not meant to weaken what is rising now. You carry a destiny connection that was chosen long before their temporary distraction. You are the chapter that breathes life, while the stranger was the chapter that drained it. Your heart may feel shock, but your spirit feels certainty. Your energy recognizes that truth does not diminish your worth, it elevates it. Your soul knows you were never in competition with the stranger. Their past connection may have been serious to them at the time, but it was not sacred. Sacred connections cannot collapse. Sacred connections cannot be replaced. Sacred connections do not break under pressure. The divine protected you from entering their life earlier because the stranger still occupied emotional space. The timing had to be adjusted so that your arrival would be powerful, not complicated. Type Amen to get blessing 080. When the divine removed the stranger from their life, it was not just an ending. It was a cleansing. It was the removal of a chapter that no longer served their future. Your person has carried deep regret about the choices they made in that serious relationship. They wished they had seen through the illusions earlier. They wished they had not wasted emotional energy. But the divine says nothing was wasted. Every moment of pain shaped their readiness for you. Every disappointment prepared their heart for alignment. Your person sees you differently from anyone else they have ever known. Your energy does not remind them of the stranger. Your presence brings clarity instead of confusion. Type Amen to get blessing 727. This truth is reaching you now because the universe wants to strengthen your inner knowing. It wants to show you that your connection has survived spiritual delays, emotional shadows, and old wounds. It has survived because it was meant to. You are entering a divine phase where everything becomes clear. Nothing will remain hidden. Every truth will support your rise. Your person has already detached from the stranger on every emotional level. The divine has sealed that chapter permanently. It no longer influences their future. You may feel a mixture of emotions as you process this truth, but the universe is giving you grace. Grace to understand. Grace to rise. Grace to hold power. Type Amen to get blessing 101. The stranger who once had a serious relationship with your person watches from afar now, sensing the shift in energy. They feel the door has closed permanently. They feel that the divine has removed their influence. Your person no longer carries the emotional pull they once had toward that stranger. The connection has turned into a lesson. The memory has turned into wisdom. You were kept protected from all of this because your heart is meant for something higher. The divine never wanted you to feel entangled in their past. It wanted purity in the connection you share. Your person admires you because you carry a strength that they never found in the stranger. You carry a calmness that heals their inner storms. You carry a presence that gives them direction. Type Amen to get blessing 300. The divine sees the depth of your heart and prepares a blessing that matches your resilience. You have walked through emotional uncertainty without losing your light. You have carried hope even when truth was delayed. Your destiny connection is entering a stage of transformation. Everything hidden is becoming known. Everything silent is becoming spoken. Your person wanted to protect you from the heaviness of their past, not deceive you. They feared that the truth would create distance. They feared losing the connection they valued deeply. The universe is healing their fear through this revelation. It is dissolving the emotional weight they carried silently. They are being restored into their true self. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says your spirit must walk forward with confidence now. You are not the outsider in their life, you are the destiny. You are not the temporary chapter, you are the divine alignment. The stranger is now a shadow behind them, while you are the awakening in front of them. Their heart recognizes this, even if their words come slowly. Their energy responds to you without hesitation. Your divine connection stands beyond the limits of human mistakes. It stands beyond the shadows of their past. It stands because the universe has chosen it. Your heart will receive more truth in the coming days. This revelation is only the beginning. More clarity, more certainty, and more alignment are coming. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The air around your destiny connection is shifting into a new rhythm. You are stepping into a timeline where truth becomes your protection instead of your burden. The past that once lingered like a shadow no longer holds the same force around your path. Your heart is moving closer to understanding the full picture. You are no longer walking in emotional darkness. Clarity is finding you with every breath of this message. Your person has spent many nights reflecting on how that serious relationship with the stranger affected them. They walked through emotional confusion they never fully processed. They attempted to appear strong even when they were silently breaking. The divine saw every tear they hid from the world. It saw every moment they tried to convince themselves that the connection was right. It saw every time they ignored their intuition to avoid the pain of ending something they had invested in. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your person was not emotionally ready when that relationship ended. They were still carrying memories that made them feel unstable. They were still trying to understand why they stayed as long as they did. Their internal wounds made them cautious around you. They feared repeating the same mistakes. They feared losing someone precious again. You awakened something in their heart that they were not prepared for but deeply needed. Your energy brought healing they didn't know how to accept at first. Your presence created a shift that pulled them toward emotional honesty. You became the light they didn't ask for but quickly realized was essential for their journey. Your connection opened doors inside them that had been closed for years. They felt seen in a way they had never experienced before. Type Amen to get blessing 202. Even when you felt distance from them, their soul was pulling toward you. Their heart recognized you long before their mind did. Their spirit knew you were the one who would realign their path. The serious relationship they once had with the stranger created emotional blockages. Those blockages kept them from fully expressing themselves. Those blockages made them move awkwardly through their feelings for you. You were patient without even realizing it. You were compassionate without needing explanation. You were understanding even when you didn't know the full truth. The divine is rewarding this patience now. Your energy attracted blessings because you remained soft while being strong. You walked with grace even during moments of uncertainty. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Your person has been releasing emotional attachments to the stranger. Every memory that once held emotional power is dissolving. Every wound that once controlled their choices is healing. The divine is guiding them out of emotional heaviness. It is clearing their spiritual vision. It is preparing them to step into a connection that vibrates with destiny. You are part of that divine preparation. You are the chapter they were always meant to experience after learning the lessons of their past. You carry the depth they once hoped to find in the wrong person. Your energy carries strength, stability, and spiritual truth. Your soul brings clarity into their life. Your presence awakens purpose within them. Type Amen to get blessing 404. The stranger still thinks about your person at times but holds no true power anymore. Their influence has weakened. Their emotional grip has disappeared. The divine has blocked their return because it would interfere with what is rising now. That past chapter has been sealed permanently. The universe is protecting your connection from old emotional interference. Your person has been sensing this divine movement within themselves. Their heart feels lighter. Their spirit feels freer. They have realized that what they once considered serious was only a reflection of their emotional immaturity at that time. They see now how mismatched their energy was with the stranger. They understand why the relationship collapsed so quickly once its illusions faded. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Archangel Michael says the truth is empowering you, not weakening you. You are receiving information that strengthens your role in this destiny. You are stepping into spiritual maturity that will guide your next decisions. Your person has been preparing themselves to approach you with stability. They want to move without hesitation. They want to express without fear. The divine has been guiding them to cleanse their emotional field. Old attachments have been released. Old patterns have been broken. You will notice their behavior shifting soon. Their interactions with you will feel clearer. Their energy will feel more grounded and certain. Type Amen to get blessing 616. They have learned from the emotional chaos of their past relationship. They now understand the value of emotional stability. They understand the importance of choosing from alignment, not loneliness. They see you as someone who can build a future with them. They see you as the person who aligns with their long-term purpose. They see you as the heart they were always meant to meet. Your presence heals the parts of them that the stranger wounded. Your energy restores the confidence they had lost. Your connection brings clarity where the stranger brought confusion. Their soul recognizes the divine timing of this moment. Their heart recognizes the power of this alignment. Their spirit recognizes the blessing in your presence. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You are entering a phase where your connection will elevate. You will feel their energy becoming bold. You will feel their presence becoming more intentional. The divine has opened the path for this transformation. You no longer have to walk with uncertainty. You are stepping into a timeline where destiny supports your rise. Your person has reached emotional clarity about the stranger. They see that the love they thought was deep was only temporary comfort. They see how the relationship drained their energy. The divine allowed this understanding so they could choose you with full awareness. They will not be choosing you out of confusion. They will be choosing you from alignment and readiness. Type Amen to get blessing 373. Your energy has become their emotional anchor. You have healed their doubts without even trying. You have awakened parts of them that had been asleep for years. You are the soul connection their heart needed. You are the emotional stability they could not find before. You are the future they were always meant to walk into. The divine has protected this connection with layers of spiritual guidance. Every delay carried divine purpose. Every silence held divine timing. Your destiny connection is becoming stronger than ever. The past cannot interfere anymore. The stranger no longer stands as an emotional shadow. Type Amen to get blessing 010. Their soul is being guided to approach you with full honesty soon. Truth will unfold in gentle waves. Clarity will reach you in ways you feel deeply within. As their heart aligns with yours, your future begins to shift. Pathways that were once blocked will open. Doors that were once closed will unlock. Your story is entering a new beginning. You are rising beyond the limitations of the past. You are stepping into divine alignment. And nothing from their history can interrupt what the universe is building now. The stranger has been erased from the spiritual contract. The future belongs to the connection that carries divine intention. Type Amen to get blessing 555.